All right, so now we're going to talk about the vertical win method. So here's an image of a couple different vertical wins. So here we want to check, from this square down to this square, or this one down to this one, or this one down to this one, or this one down to, if we start here, we're going to run out of bounds down here. And so we need to make sure, just as in the horizontal win check method, that we stop 3 items below, or 3 items back from the length of the number of rows. So let's try to do this on your own, and only use the video if you're really stuck doing it. So the same thing goes. We have to write a loop to look at the row indexes and the column indexes. So I'm going to, right now ask you to pause and try and write a loop to look at all the row indexes of our two-dimensional array. So I'm going to start now, but you should have already tried to do it. For int row equals 0, row is less than board.length, row plus plus, and now I'm going to write a column loop. So pause right now and try and write a loop to iterate over all the columns. Alright, I'm going to continue for int col equals 0. We want the loop to continue as long as col is less than the length of a row. And every time through the loop, we want column to be increased by 1. And now we need to check for wins vertically. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to create a red count variable. And then we are going to check if the square that we're on is red. So pause and try and check if the square that you're on is red. Okay, I'm going to continue. If board at row col equals red, red count needs to be to have 1 added to it. And again, the plus plus is the same as plus equals 1 or equals red count, the current value, plus 1. So red count plus plus is just a shorthand for that. Cool. Well, we know that we need to check for more than just the value of the square we're on. And in fact, we need 4 in a row to win connect 4. But which 4 are we checking? Well, in this case, we need to check this square as well as the row or column next to it if we're doing vertical wins. Well, it needs to be the row next to it. This one, and this one. So the row 1 below, 2 below, and 3 below. And so our code should reflect that. So row plus 1, row plus 2, and row plus 3. And this will check for a vertical win. And now we need to change the value of our return variable to reflect that if we find the condition we're looking for. So if red count equals 4, result now is true. Or you could change this name if it's easier for you to remember, like horizontal win. Something about the program crashed when I tried to rename it. Okay, I don't know what happened. The program died. Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let's see. Unclear to me if that was actually a mistake. Is the program going to run? No. Oh, but this is a different error. Perfect. So the thing I did was fine with renaming. If you want to do that, that's fine. But it immediately went out of bounds because our loops are not set up to handle our current, the request that we have made. So if we're checking this one down, what if we start here? Well, we're going to go out of bounds. So we need to adjust one of the two loops, either the column loop or the row loop. And remember rows, this is row 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And so we need to adjust, pause, and try and figure it out on your own. And now I'm going to continue the row loop to be -3. And now oh, I'm sorry, I named it horizontal win. It's vertical win. All right, we're going to see if the program gets angry at me again. Vert win. Okay, I like that better. So we're going to now check if there is a red vertical win. All right, so let's see if I can make that happen, if the computer behaves and allows me to actually achieve this. Okay. No, it's not going to behave. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. One. Oh, red wins in horizontal. Okay. Well, anyway, it does work, I promise. And I could adjust the computer so that, here, I'll do that quick. Here, let's just return, let's return 6. Or return 0, so that the computer will just always put its pieces in the first column. And so we'll actually be able to see this. Sorry it's taking me a little while. You can stop the video. We're not going to go over anything additional. There we go. All right, the red vertical check wins. Now your job is to accomplish that for the yellow vertical wins in addition.